Hello, my name is Jamie Bennett. And I'm going to be talking to you all about the Imagine campaign. It has to do with my son, Ronan Kane Bennett, who passed away on September 11th of 2009 at 10 in the morning. My world came crashing down when he took his last breath. He passed away from necrotizing enterocolitis. He never got to have the sunshine on his face. He never got to wiggle his toes through the grass. And we want to memorialize him in the best way possible by purchasing a memorial brick from the St. Louis Zoo. That place holds special meaning to us, and it would mean everything in the world if we can raise the funds to purchase Ronan Kane Bennett a memorial brick from the St. Louis Zoo. The reason why this campaign is called Imagine is because of the song by John Lennon. That is the song that we relate to our son Ronan Kane Bennett because he was with all sorts of walks of life in the children's hospital. He didn't place any judgment. He loved everybody. Everybody made him happy, and he loved to love. His giggle was contagious. So please, please, please help our dreams come true of being able to memorialize our son Ronan Kane Bennett in the best way possible by getting a brick from the St. Louis Zoo. Thank you so much. Cosmos Creative Television presents General Howitzer's Big Monster Briefing Room every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern right here on Cosmos Creative Television, Facebook, and YouTube.
Hello, cadets. Hello, my name is Sandy D, and this is No Icing with Dritta, and episode 38, I think. Today we have a special guest, wherever you are. For me, it's still daytime, but for some of you, it's the evening, and welcome from wherever you are. We are showing a little love to our favorite person that we love is Rory Penland. He has a show, The Big Monster Briefing Room, every Tuesday and Thursday, as you saw in the promo ad. And we are his cadets. You know, we love the show. Co-hosted with Renee Jaworski. And you guys are ready. Get ready. We have so many special guests tonight. It's going to be off the chains. And we want to just salute the general. So let me bring on my co-host here. Hello. Hold on. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Hi.
Okay, I don't know why my thing. All right. Well, For some reason, my camera didn't want to go in, but I'm here. I promise. Yeah, the general. Here it is.
By the way, that's
Here
my
he is
show,
himself.
not Rory
I found
Penland's.
him.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you
I
for
apologize.
General Lemuel T.
Technical
Howitzer.
glitch.
That's me.
Thank you
So-
for correcting
salute
that.
you.
Yes.
But I do appreciate the ad that you ran earlier. That's very nice, very nicely done. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Don't everybody talk at once now.
I'm trying to. The tech gremlins got me. I'm trying to figure out why my camera. I went to put up a Slava Ukraini, a glory to Ukraine virtual background. The second I did it, the Russian bots unplugged me. I promise.
Well, there you go.
Russia,
See,
I promise you, this is the only time this has ever happened to me.
Putin's
So
men are watching.
Putin's men are watching. General, we have to go. That's the big monster. You know, we should do a big monster show. I mean, you and Millie should be doing a big monster show on Vladimir Putin. But anyways, I digress. I digress.
As I say a lot.
Yeah, I know. As you say, well, you also say "rar," which I can't do the Roy Orbison. I think Sandy and Jamie both deserve, one of those. And Diane coming
Double
up.
growl.
I mean, you have a lot of triple growl today.
Renee,
Yes,
I need
and-
your help. I need your help, Renee. Who should
Yes.
introduce the special guest tonight? Should it be me, you, or the general?
Look, I think it should be the general because, come on, it's the general. How often do we get him here, right? Don't you think?
First
Well,
time.
and the fact that she
This is
won
the
one of my
first time.
hats this week.
And she won one of the
definitely
hats.
qualifies me for saying she's a cadet now, and she's a full-fledged cadet, and one of our space cadets. But we all love her very much. We all know her and love her. It's Miss Diane Marie Coll is her name, and I salute her.
We salute her.
I like
And
it.
she gets a growl.
Oh, thank you. I love Space Cadet. I'll take it.
Now, one thing I do want to say very quickly is that Gingerbread Man, I do have a crush on it. Farwell.
Oh my God.
Farwell. Isn't he amazing? And the general, if we could highlight him for a second, he does an impression of that dancing gingerbread man.
Let's
General,
see.
can you bust a
That guy
move?
is just way too happy. And,
Can you bust a move, General? Bust a move.
And you have to do the feet too. You got to do the feet.
And I want
We're
him
gonna
to, I want them to cut him down to 15 seconds.
No.
No,
I can watch
No.
I can watch him for 15 seconds, but an hour, oh my God.
I think an hour
For a minute.
plus, to be honest. The story behind that, I just want to say, and the general said behind the scenes, dancing his little gumdrops off. There he goes. See, there he goes. He's busting the move.
Feet.
I want to give a shout out to MM with this because I said to her, because she did this amazing opening for Crime Night. Ilana Lange has Crime Night. And MM Farwell made this amazing opening. So I said to her, everyone's going to miss it in the live audience because no one settled in at the beginning. I said, can you make like something not good, something boring that we won't care, that people will miss it as people are settling in, and have it be like a minute and a half. And I said, but don't make it awesome because then we'll have to put another thing on before that. And she said, don't worry, it won't be awesome. And then she comes out with that. It's my favorite thing on the
Oh
network.
my God. I want
I
that for
love
my
it.
show.
I know you can have it. You too can have
Oh,
it because
please.
you're
Please.
coming out with, and I don't want to take over here, but I just want to, this is my part of the thing is I just wanted to say, Diane, you have a new show coming out on Cosmos. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. It's going to premiere October 18th at 4:00 Eastern Time. And it's the pause button. I'm bringing back my old podcast. And I can't wait. And the dancing gingerbread man is going to make it just.
Yes, he made the
perfect. Oh my
cut.
God.
He's in. He's in.
I want the whole minute.
The whole minute.
Yes.
Good choice, Diane. Very
10
good.
seconds.
We don't
And
push it on
two.
anyone, but it is the right choice.
Could it be at the
10
end?
seconds of this, that's all
It
you
could be
need.
at the end too. It could be anywhere
Yeah.
you
Girl
want it.
thing, general. It might be a girl thing that we just love that dancing gingerbread
Oh
man.
my God, he's so great.
I have a crush on him. You know what I also think is we should do another one with the general busting the move, like next to the gingerbread.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to steal somebody
Come on,
else's
girl.
material, but I'll do one doing this.
Okay, that's a good one. For a
gotta
minute and a
listen
half.
up
Will you
there.
do that for a minute and a half? I feel like the guys are all jealous of the gingerbread man and the women are all in love with him. But anyways.
They're jealous.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, because it's instant love. It's just instant
It is.
love.
That's what it is. I'm jealous.
He's
But
so
Diane-
cute. How could you not love him? Like
He's
so
amazing.
cute. It's like they
he's
need
on
that.
point.
Like Paramount Pictures needs that gingerbread man when everyone's
all you need
settling
is-
into their seats, you know. In
Yes.
the movie theater,
It's
you know.
so.
1 minute of a
totally
cat
agree.
playing with a toy.
That could be Cosmos's mascot.
I feel like it's definitely the spirit animal of the network. I do.
I think if we use it too much, the person that created it's going to want royalties.
She deserves it. She deserves
does.
it. It's amazing. So Diane, talk a little bit, please, about the origins of the pause button, because it's actually a long time coming. There's a whole journey here that people might want to be aware of.
Well, I started this podcast in 2018 because I was really starting to feel that overwhelm of media and just all this stuff coming at me. And I, as a therapist, my clients were expressing that too. So I thought, I want to create a podcast and that it would just be about 20, 25 minutes of people just getting a break from all of that stimulus that's out there, just all the craziness. And, but I also wanted to inject a little humor as well. And I'm a big Alton Brown fan, Good Eats. And so the original podcast, it's only 6 episodes, but, I had skits and friends and my ex, now ex, lending his really good with accents and would just, so I'd have these little kind of goofy skits in between and writing my own music for the podcast. And it really was a labor of love, but it was so much work. I stopped at 6 because I just kind of reached a point where I was like, I have to press pause for myself. And it was always in the back of my mind to bring it back because I think the world is even crazier now than it was in 2018. And
yeah.
Brought a kind of a modified version of it over the summer with Show du Jour. But now I'm bringing it back in its visual form, in its full visual form. And I'm putting together slideshows and bringing my old instrumental pieces back. And I'm just going to be so excited to bring it back. I'm just really, really happy about it. And it's going to be every other Tuesday at 4:00, October 18th. I think I got everything. Did I get everything, Renee?
Yeah, you got everything in.
You missed a lot of things. You missed so many things that I need to tell and get off my chest, or else I might scream, Renee.
What is it?
Diane is a show host. She has a new album out. She's a supporter. Oh, yeah. She's a woman supporting women. She is a tree in the network.
A stand-up comedian and a therapist. Amazing. And BLT is now on Mondays. So she might want to talk about that. BLT is on Monday.
And all of her shows. She has her own Soup du Jour. Do we love Soup du Jour? Come on.
Show du Jour.
I don't know where to stop.
Powered by Women. Powered by Women is coming back in January. A lot of people from this network know her from Powered by Women, actually. Yes, that's true. There's so much going on. Yeah.
I have a few women who have reached out to me that want to be guests, and I've got some ideas on my own as well. And but yeah, thank you, Sandy. Thank you, because that's really, really sweet of you to say.
How do they buy your record, Happy Fish?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's right here. Oh my gosh.
I have a picture of it, Renee. Oh, you have it. Okay. I was gonna do this. Watch me do this. Wait.
Let's see. Oh! I'm in the fishbowl.
I love it. I love it. Cool.
Yeah, I never, I was very content just making GarageBand demos. And my friend Lars Nagel, over a year ago, I don't know how long ago, a year and a half, he said, you should make an album. And it took me a second to go, yes. And I already knew Daniel Groover through Lars. I did some backups on his CD. So to me, it was a no-brainer to work with Daniel Groover because he's just so great to work with. And his instincts are just spot on. So this is another labor of love. It took longer than expected because of COVID. We had 3 COVID breaks. But I'm just so happy with this collection of songs. And This is the inside here. And Troy Moore did the cover. He did the inside. And I took a still shot from the Cowboy Church video that Troy did and made this the CD cover. And whoops, trying to not let my ring light get in the way. And then Troy did the back as well. And this little fish here was a gift from my friend Kathy Rice, where this all started. She was actually the owner of Happy Fish. And sometimes when Kathy goes on vacation, she'll just get me a little fish. And this one was actually from Italy. And it made the record. And just so excited about it. And pre-orders are doing really well. And for every sale, pre-order, and when it gets released on the 11th of October, I'm donating $5 for every sale to No Kid Hungry, which is one of my favorite charities. And they do a really good job. They put their money where their mouth is, no pun intended. And they make good use of the money that they get. And so that just feels right to me to do that, because this is not about money to me at all. It's about giving love. So there you go.
You're such a charitable person, and you help so many people out. You also sponsor Jamie's show, right? Which is like, why is it so important to you to support other people, particularly women? I know that's a very important cause to you, as well as women empowerment, but maybe talk about Jamie's show, and also Powered by Women, and all of the charitable things that you're interested in as well.
Well, it's really important, I think, that we women support each other. I just kind of want to start with that, because, this goes way back to school and, getting picked on. And, I've had so many experiences with mean girls in grade school, high school, college, and even in adult life. There's still mean girls out there. And it's like, oh, come on. Come on, stop. So I'm really passionate about that. It really creates scars. And I think we women are better than that, and we can certainly support each other. And there's plenty of room for us all, because we're all so different and we bring something different to the table. So I just feel very passionate about it, because it just comes from past experiences, and I'm not going to be that, I love supporting Jamie's show. Jamie, you have to be one of the hardest workers on this channel, next to you three there. Really, right? It's like I'm looking at you all going, my gosh, you all work so hard. But Jamie, how many shows do you have? Like 2, 3? You have 3.
I have 3, and then my daughter's going to be taking the reins as a host herself. She's going to be taking over half of my show. The jam session goes underground, because she's going to have a little, kids version of that called the Jam Session Takes Over. So.
Oh God, that's awesome. That is just so awesome. And, I think when we all tap into our inner warrior, that's so important. There's peace and harmony, but we also have to be warriors. And I'm very, very happy to be sponsoring your show. Your topics are deep.
Well, I'm so appreciative that you're my sponsor. It just, I look up to you, and it's nice to have somebody who supports my vision. And it's nice to have, a sponsor who is on the same page that I'm on, creatively and with our thought process. Like, I cover subjects that I think will help people the most. And that's just, it's my passion project, I guess.
Yeah, it shows. It really shows. That one you did on ballerinas.
We're gonna start seeing that ad. We're gonna start seeing that promo here for Willow's new show.
When does that start? I can't wait to watch that.
It starts in January. It starts the third Saturday in January, and she's looking forward to it.
Oh my God. Oh, I still remember when you both did Was it I'm trying to remember, was it the PBJ festival? There was some festival, and you and Willow did like 20 minutes, and I'm trying to remember what festival it was.
I can't remember. It was one of them, and like me and her were reading stories, I believe.
Yeah. I forget if it was on Kimono or Cosmos, but oh, it was so sweet.
She's gonna take over, I tell you. She's gonna do a far better job than I can ever do. That's for sure.
She'll do a different job, right? She'll do her own version of. Because you are awesome, Jamie.
Oh, thank you. Everybody's awesome.
Well, I want to do a shout out. We Sandy played the wonderful commercial for Cloud 9.5, which is Jay Thompson's new show. And on the premiere of that show, Diane submitted this amazing clip. I mean, she contributed this amazing clip that like took my breath away. Diane, do you want to just sum it up for anyone who hasn't seen that?
I love
that.
Oh,
Diane
gosh,
will do this amazing thing with her song and stand up where she'll just like, she's like this, and then she'll just like swipe you, you know?
And then pow.
Yeah, pow, right in the nose. I love it. Can you talk about that and how you got involved?
She's writing music.
Oh, yeah. Like she's an octopus. She's an octopus.
Like, sure, I could do that. I'm like, what? What the what?
You know, this is my playtime. You know, my job is so serious. So this is like my playground, and I have so much fun and so much appreciation for you all for giving me these opportunities just to have fun. I mean, seriously. But yeah, for Jay's show, I kept thinking about what I wanted to say, and then I just sort of, you know, I never record from my phone usually, but I thought, well, I'm just going to see what happens. And that was my first take, and I thought, I'm just going to just do it, not overthink it too much. But yeah, just the importance of comedy and laughter, and it certainly has saved me and helped me heal from some deep double whammy heartbreak, and just to turn it into comedy where I'm making fun of me for getting in those situations, and that's where the comedy is, and that's where, you know, I was able to heal from certain people. But, you know, it's one of those things that kind of flies in the face when somebody's depressed or feeling sad. Sometimes the last thing you want to do is laugh. But I think it's so important to, you know, reach out to a friend who's funny. Watch a sitcom that you love. Watch something that you know will at least kind of make you go a little bit, to kind of loosen that up. And man, there's so much research on the power of laughter. Is there not, General?
Well, I wanted to interject before we get too far away from your humanitarian efforts, that you also are equally into helping young men out, artists particularly. You've donated you bought art from Simon Kopeka, who we all know very well. You've bought art from Rory Penland.
Yes.
So again, and you've helped him with other things as well. So you're very charitable in all aspects, in all respects.
Thank you. It feels good.
It's appreciated.
Diane, can we also talk about
thank you,
any of your executive producer stuff? Did you want to talk about any of that?
Except in terms of like with
anything in development right now? Anything in development right now that you've been an executive producer on?
Not that I know of. Is there something?
You're going to help Judge Stern come back, aren't you?
He is. Well, she is going to do that. Yes, exactly. We're trying to get a petition or something because Judge Stern's been out of work now for.
He's been out of work for a while.
You know, I think Judge Stern, I might have to write some skits for the pause button to get Judge Stern. I've got to get Judge Stern.
I miss him. I know. I miss him.
I'm worried that he's going to start panhandling or something.
There was talk that you might do One Hit Wonderful, which I think would be fantastic because you were a regular guest on that show, and you actually would do a wonderful job with that. And then I heard through the grapevine that there was maybe a game show for the judge coming up maybe soon. Somebody was saying that what a wonderful idea it would be if he did a crazy game show about laws.
About law,
crazy laws, and you have to guess if it's a real law or if it's a fake law.
Oh, cool.
And that sounds interesting, entertaining.
See, there's a lot of opportunities lining up for the judge.
What was that show where it was the British host, and she would just, if somebody got an answer wrong, she would just go goodbye, and then they'd like, do you remember that show?
Wasn't that The Weakest Link?
Yes, yeah, we should. Judge
The
Stern.
Weakest Link. You are the weakest link.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So many options for him. It's such a great person.
Yeah.
I almost said character. He is a character, he's a character, but he's a real person too.
One of my favorite memories from One Hit Wonderful was when I was singing Namaste, and whoever was directing put Judge Stern on, and he was
and he's just going back and forth.
He was jamming out.
As much as Judge Stern can. It was great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love putting the reactions up of people, because in this virtual environment, and I don't know, as a therapist, can you speak a little bit about what quarantine, and people have been talking so much about how it seems like social interaction has changed even on the street now, that people are maybe more reticent to reach out. I mean, what is the behavioral aspect of that, the psychology of what happened to us?
Oh man. I could speak, I guess, for me, is as an introvert, I was really comfortable with, just being at home, and I still am. For somebody, I had social anxiety for years, so it was actually very easy for me to be home. I have a number of clients like that too, and it's harder than to get back out into the world, because you start to feel that pressure again of, oh my God, I have to be on, kind of thing. And that can be really difficult. I know extroverts were struggling during quarantine, and went through some really bad times, and are now going out into the world, and not caring about being careful. And there's just a lot of, I think, we're still, in a way, I think, getting our sea legs back. I know I am. It's just kind of weird. It's like, wait, I'm out in a crowd of people. Wait, there's eyeballs. I'm not used to eyeballs. I'm used to this, the kind of the masks. And it's just I think we're all still in that transition, and they're talking about some other variant coming in the wintertime. Like, oh man.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Who knows? But
another mutation.
Yeah. That could be a horror film, couldn't it?
It's a big monster.
The ever-changing amoeba.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, it was hard for some. It was easy for some in the beginning. And now it's sort of like switching roles, where all I can say is, for me, I embraced it. I embraced the solitude and the creativity that came from it, and all the wonderful connections that were made, like you four beautiful people. And there's so many wonderful things that came from the quarantine. It's hard for me to look at it and go, God, it was horrible. But it was.
KMH was born out of that as well. And your relationship to KMH, is that from Lars Nagel? Mine was initially through Lars Nagel, and I'm wondering if that's how you initially,
Yeah, we had, I was doing backups for some of his songs right before, in January of 2020. And so we were getting to know each other that way. And I was friends with Heidi prior to getting to know Lars. And so right around March, he called me up, when things were on lockdown. He goes, there's this thing, I don't know, it's called Come On to My House. I don't know, Tom Cheshire told me about it. You don't know Tom, but you'll get to know him. I don't know, you might want to get on it because it looks kind of cool. And so I joined, and I remember doing my first live stream like a month later. I think it was in April. And my mouth was so dry, and my leg was shaking. I was petrified. Like, who the hell is out there? What am I doing? But what a beautiful community of people. And Kim Ware and Andy Gish, it was Andy Gish's idea. And then she brought Kim Ware on board to help get it going. And those two ladies are powerhouses.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look at it spawned Cosmos,
Yes, it did. A lot of people, one of the things that changed my life was when Lars Nagel, and it was a little later than January of 2020, but it was 2020 when he was like, hey, we have this thing BLT. You can, I didn't know how to play a live concert on the internet. I had no idea how to even do that. And he was the one who set me up and talked me through it. I mean, everyone knows Lars Nagel has the best phone calls, right? So
yeah,
I remember the phone call. Yes, everyone can attest to that. He once you get him on the phone, you're just like, it's amazing. Every one of them I wish could be recorded because he's so insightful. And he came in, and then of course introduced me to Tom Cheshire as well. So it's very similar. But honestly, that's what gave me the confidence to start doing my music again as well. And he's just one of my favorite people.
So how did you meet Lars Nagel, Renee?
Through I do wonder. I still don't know exactly how. It was one of those weird internet things, right? I guess because we knew so many of the same people in Atlanta.
He said he heard you singing.
He did, yeah. And I wonder how. It must have just been on my page. I must have befriended him through somebody that we knew on Facebook, and he did. He heard me, and he became very encouraging at an early time when I didn't know how to do anything like that. So to me,
very encouraging.
Yeah, he and Tom are both connectors, so they connect people with one another. And they also lift things up. And that's what I want to say about like SDF and KMH is like that. Cosmos, that's always been the vision as well, which is like lifting people up. A rising tide lifts all ships. It's not this back, in the entertainment industry, we get, people are very sensitive, very competitive. I get it. But these particular platforms and networks have been very good about more often than not supporting one another. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen, because of course we're human, but more than the average bear, and you're a big part of that. You're another, when the general's talking about all the things you have your hands in, Diane, it's like you are one of these common denominators where you're constantly connecting and you're not asking for a lot of attention on yourself. Jamie's like that as well. Our dear friend Rory Penland is like that. You guys, obviously Sandy, who is now behind the scenes, but it's her show. She's coming back, I promise.
I'm here. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. I'll be right back.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She's Johnny Carson, and we're all Joan Rivers. So she's just,
oh my God!
Let me tell you.
God. Yeah.
Can we talk?
Joan Rivers. Oh man, I was so sad when she passed away. Oh, it was so sad.
Oh gosh, it's awful. And she worked right up to the very end.
She did. She was amazing.
Here she is, because Sandy's also running the entire show. She's doing all the production, she's doing all of the directing, and she's also hosting the show. So,
Sandy,
girls, I'm going to take my leave now, but I want to salute you all for all that you do.
Oh.
Yeah, this girl, just a squirrel trying to get in that. I'm going to take my leave as well. Diane, I hope you play a song. I'll be watching from the comments.
Sure. Oh,
and choose awesome, everybody. Tom Cheshire.
Yes, thank you, General.
Thank you all,
you guys.
And,
thank
again,
you.
Good luck to you in all of your endeavors.
Yours as well.
Thank you.
And he's still there.
He's going to keep me here as long as possible.
Make
me sweat.
Keep smiling.
Okay.
There we go. I love that. I love those awkward pauses.
I didn't know. He was trying to leave. I'm not going to stop anybody, especially a general.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So now what do we do, Diane?
I know.
Just sit here and smile.
Would you like me to sing a song?
Just do like a general song, or play a song, or we could do like a song about the general.
We could. Let's see here.
And Diane, you won at Painting with Rory last night. You won. No, MM won, but you donated out the CD. But remember, I needed to remind you that there was a few people that were interested in your CD, so we're gonna have to talk.
Yes, my Bandcamp link is where you can get the CD.
That's what I need.
Yeah, I posted it last night on the Painting with Rory feed, And
Yes.
I can put it in the comments later. I could look it
Yes.
up real quick. I think if people just go to
no, we don't want you. No, I'll
if
post
you
it later.
go to
I have it somewhere. I'll
bandcamp.com and type in my
try to find it.
name.
But you, what is that?
Oh, if you just go to bandcamp.com and just type in my name and it'll
Okay.
show up. And yeah, I'm having, you can do the CD, which also comes with the digital stream. And that's $15 and $5 goes to No Kid Hungry. Or you can just get the digital stream, which is $10 and $5 of that goes to No Kid Hungry. And yeah, but wait a minute. Hold that thought. I have to show you one thing. But I just have to grab it real quick. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Did I type it, Jamie? Does that look okay?
I forgot I had this thing. It comes with a little booklet too. I just wanted to show you.
Julie says women power. Oh, and Troy Moore did that artwork. I love it.
Yeah, well, this is my album cover, and Troy did just kind of a fun kind of neon version of it.
Love it.
And I
Shout
love
out to
it.
Troy Moore in the house. Where are you at, Troy?
And then I did the inside photos. These are I actually took this photo. Whoops, on my birthday. I was drinking wine in my backyard, and I took this photograph. And I love when orbs show up in photographs. I just think they're magical.
I love fresh cut grass. Can we just talk about that fresh cut grass?
The grass does look very nice, doesn't it, actually?
The grass looks so lush and green and fresh.
That's what a filter's for. I think, wasn't as green. But then I have pictures of everyone who contributed to the CD. I've got, of course, Daniel Glover, Lars, Heidi, Daniel Gay, Charlie Wooten, who played bass on some tracks. And then I've got Troy here. I've got Tom here, because Tom does a very special thing on my CD.
That is an amazing collaboration, too, to have. And just like be working with the people you love and admire, that is so cool. It's like a amazing when everyone comes together, and what you guys create together is like so freaking makes it just so rich.
It really does. It really does. And making the CD was an emotional roller coaster at times. There were a lot of breaks and sometimes just waiting for things to happen. But, when I got the CD and I had to wait a couple days, and then I put it on and I just started crying because it finally hit me. It's like, wow, this happened.
And it's got to be a feeling of accomplishment, like you did it.
Yeah.
All the time that went into it,
It was like the never-ending thing of, an album that's going to come out. Yeah, my album's coming out. I don't know when. It was like that ongoing thing, and then finally it's done, and on to the next one.
That's why you inspire us, because you do it, and then you show us how to do it. It's like, hey, girls, I support you, and this is how you do it. This is how you do it.
Just keep going.
Like you're inspiring women all over just by seeing all the amazing things that you're doing,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. The years of tough stuff, I think, allows me to be able to persevere and speak up and be persistent and not take no for an answer,
Diane, we might have to go like neck and neck on something, because we have a surprise guest. We might have to go neck and neck, and our surprise guest is someone that you and Dritta, who's my friend, fight over him. You guys fight over him. So
let me guess who it is.
I have to just say, I gotta have my girl Dritta's back on this one, Diane. So I'm gonna have to fight for my friend Dritta.
I will give, this is Dritta's show. I will give Dritta.
She's not here. She might watch the replay,
But
All right, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. and children with earmuffs on.
Children with earmuffs on. Oh my goodness.
There he is.
Jelly
you know,
cake.
I've got a feeling y'all ain't gonna fight over me now because I gained so much weight during the pandemic.
Jelly cake, I got to meet you in person.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when I was in Atlanta and I saw you there, I bought this vest. That's why I wore it. But see, it don't fit me anymore. But I bought it from a guy on the street real cheap. He said that it belonged to Prince. So I said, well, I gotta have that then.
I bet it did belong to Prince, you know?
So I wore it just for you today, darling, even though it's so tight on me.
Oh, thank you, Jelly Cake. That means a lot.
So love you so dearly, sweetheart. I'm so happy you got your CD out this week. Oh, man. And again, it's pre-ordering. Everybody's pre-ordering now, right? I'm going to have to get me one of them.
Yeah.
Because you sing so beautiful. You're like a songbird. I love your singing. I do so much.
Oh, thank you, Jelly Cake. And, you know, I'd love to sing with you sometime. That would be fun to do a little duet.
I would love that. Jamming with you would be just my heart's content. I'm telling you right now.
Drita's going to be jealous.
I'm sorry, Dritta, but yeah.
Drita will be jealous, but maybe she can be there.
I didn't want to tell her to watch the reboot because she's gonna be like, you let this happen. You
know, it would be fun if Dritta and me could be your backup singers, and we could do like the ooh ah kind of stuff. That would be fun.
I needs me a band and some backup singers. I really do. I do.
Maybe say Lavender Jones. You gotta meet.
That would be great.
Yeah, because it's fun to do that kind of stuff. You know, when you're doing the backup stuff.
Yeah, you could be dancing like that gingerbread man.
Yeah, exactly.
I see that, boy. Oh my goodness.
Do you like the gingerbread man?
So happy. I saw General Howard dancing out here too. That was very funny.
Jelly cake and gingerbread man would go together.
The jelly cake to his gingerbread man.
That's right.
I would tell you how I got that nickname.
You know what? I think I heard it once, but do it for our audience.
I was in Japan. I was doing some music in Japan, and some girl came up to me and asked me what my name was. I said, my name's Jerry Macon. And they said, oh, Jelly? You a jelly man? And I said, well, you could call me whatever you like, sweetheart. I don't care. I mean, and the name Jelly Roll came out and stuck. And everybody ever since then called me Jelly Roll Macon. Jelly Cake. Jelly
roll cake.
Jelly roll is the other guy.
Well,
I'm sorry, the Perkins
told me you were like the ladies' man down in like Mississippi or somewhere in the South. You're like the ladies' man.
You know, I never be going around telling everybody I'm the ladies' man. You know, we ladies' man never do that.
I'm sorry, did I just blow your cover? I'm so sorry.
That's like saying, oh yeah, girls, I'm a playboy. Come on over here.
Let's do this thing.
Drita's gonna be so mad at me. I'm ruining her whole show.
Drita knows what's going on.
She loves you. She wants to fight with Diane for you.
Drita knows what's going on.
Just tell Drita we're going to be backup singers for him. That'll be fun.
I'm there.
I
am there.
Diane, she's very jealous of you.
Got my suitcase packed.
She's competitive for Jelly Cake. She wants to win Jelly Cake's heart, and you're like, you know, Jelly Cake flirts with you, and it makes her get upset. She gets upset.
You know, I'm hoping Diane doesn't think I'm a stalker, because every time she goes somewhere, I try to make an appearance. You know, because I just love that woman that much. You know,
I love Jelly Cake. I love Jelly Cake.
Yeah.
Always got to have me some Jelly Cake.
There you go.
with icing.
Oh, now we're talking.
Those are fighting words for Drita.
Oh no.
Maybe a little chocolate sauce.
I didn't mean that, Drita. No.
No, she's gonna really get mad at you, Diane.
Come to me in the dead of the night.
Now she's talking whipped cream. Uh-oh.
With the boiling pot of pierogies. And she's just
well, that's Urina's thing, isn't it? The pierogies.
Yes. Drita's
I'm so sorry I missed Renee Yawoski. She's another one I love to death. Oh my God, I love her so dearly. That's a wonderful, wonderful lady right there.
Is she still around?
Oh, I thought she left the show.
Oh, okay.
Phyllis
Phyllis is watching.
Just like the general, they bailed out with their parachutes on.
Oh, you got to say hi to Phyllis.
Julie's throwing strawberries.
I haven't met that girl Phyllis yet, but I've seen her. She's crazy. That girl cray.
I love Phyllis.
Phyllis is she's a funny woman, man. She's cray. I like that girl.
I think it'd be fun to talk Real Housewives with Phyllis and and Jelly
That would be an interesting show.
I think Jelly Cake would have some good stuff on the Real Housewives.
I don't know one personally myself.
You're gonna wear that purple vest. I mean, you're gonna like be fighting with that.
You like this? Again, the guy told me we used to belong to France.
Well, you know.
So, I had to give him money for it.
He was.
I didn't have a lot of money at the time either, but I gave him money for it.
I'm going to say that belonged to him because he was in Atlanta days before he passed away. So
they call him the Kid. So that's what I'm gonna write in the back of the neck of this thing. This belongs to the Kid.
When I lived in Chicago and I used to go to Kingston Mines a lot, and there was this guy that would come in and he'd call himself Cleopatra, and he would come in dressed as Prince. So that could also be Cleopatra's vest.
You see, I'm not trying to be like anybody else now. I'm my own person, But yeah, I can understand that. I know a lot of guys get out there. They dress up like Marilyn Monroe. They dress up like Michael Jackson and stuff like that. I know that's their thing. But me, I'm just Jelly Cake. But I did like the vest. I thought it was a sweet color. And, thought it was nice. Now it don't fit me though.
Oh.
But hey,
it's very shiny. It's lovely.
On camera, it looks okay. I think I don't have to button it. It's a vest, by gosh.
You have a Facebook user is quite fond of Jelly Cake.
Well, thank you. Very kind.
There's a lot of Facebook users tonight.
I know.
Yeah, they don't want to tell their name.
You see them, Jamie?
That got me scared.
You have to go to StreamYard and click allow to see your name, and then we can see who you are.
Might be one of my exes.
One of your many.
Now I should not be the focus here. I mean, I'm just coming in to say hi to Diane. All right, I want to make that clear. Diane should be the big one. This is her time.
Anybody big.
She's the one with the CD out. She's the one doing new shows. A whole mess of new shows.
If I sing a song, Jelly Cake, would you do a little dance?
I will. I'll dance anything you sing, girl.
What would you like me to sing?
Oh man, there's so many good songs that I like that you do. I really am partial to Cowboy Church, though.
Okay, I'll sing that.
Not a great dancing tune, but
it's not, is it?
Oh, wait.
You choose one. You choose one you like to play. That's what's important.
I can do that one. I could do it a little fast.
I always like to hear that.
I'll do Cowboy Church, sure. And if you want to bring Jelly Cake up every so often, if you want to do a little swaying, that's good with me. All right, here we go. You're the guy who left his tears on the floor of the Cowboy Church. You're the guy who left his tears on the floor of the Cowboy Church. Give it to me, Jelly Cake.
I like to hear that too.
In a moment between sweetness and sorrow, you're the guy I walk with into tomorrow. Soaring Vespas at sunrise, I remember the stillness so wise. You're the guy, Jelly Cake, who left his tears on the floor of the Cowboy Church. Wrote this for you, Jelly Cake.
Thank you.
Never mind any fear, because we walk side by side. Look at those arms. My love lies deeper than realized, breathing in stillness so wise. You're caught in a moment between sweetness and sorrow. You're the guy I walk with into tomorrow. You're the guy. You're the guy who left his tears on the floor of the cowboy church.
Do a little choreography.
Cry, cry. You're the guy. Cry, cry. You're the guy.
Yeah, that sounds about you breaking
Oh
up with
my
somebody,
goodness.
right?
I love that
I'm trying to
song.
point. There we go.
I love that song. Thank you so much.
That was lovely.
I need to have the whole CD. I'm gonna private message you. We gotta figure this out because I love it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm having fun mailing these out and giving some away too. So
Yeah, I saw you gave one away on that Painting with Rory last night.
mhm,
That's right.
That's
I
great.
did.
I can't remember who won it.
It's in the envelope going to
MM.
Farwell.
MM Farwell. Oh, man, that's a hard-working woman.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Works so hard.
And she's in. It just seems like she enjoys it. She's enjoying herself. That's good.
Yeah, but you're very competitive. You're very competitive. And I love it. With the trivia.
Oh yeah,
It's like game night, you know. It's a little
that
bit
is
like,
so much
like I
fun.
feel like we're in the living room playing a game, like in the snow or something. Like it's snowing outside, and trivia night is so fun.
It is fun. It's like it can't type fast enough. You know, it's like
Yeah.
that answer. Although that New York trivia was tricky. That was hard.
I'm terrible at the answers. Like I'm not good at that game at all. I'll just stick to co-hosting for Rory. I'm not good at the trivia.
They were doing art trivia last night, and some of it was pretty easy.
It was.
It's
I
like,
didn't know. I only would have only got one of
what's the
those
first name of the man named Warhol? You know, easy stuff.
Oh, oh no.
No.
Who painted tomato soup? Just easy stuff.
Can you say tomato soup again? That was good. Tomato soup.
Tomato soup. Who painted tomato soup?
You should write a song about
I gotta
that.
be careful, my teeth might come out.
That would be good.
They might come out and fall in your tomato soup.
That's it.
And there they are. Yeah, going clack, clack, clack. I saw those teeth up close.
So we're running out of time, guys. Is there anything else you guys want to share before we have to say goodnight?
I would like to say something, and I kind of touched on it earlier. I'm very, very grateful to Diane for being a sponsor of the Warrior Within, because, you know, that's a passion project of mine, and she kind of encouraged me by being a sponsor. Like, I look up to her. She's a very talented person, a very caring and giving person, and I very much appreciate having you as a sponsor for the Warrior Within, because you've kind of given the Warrior Within wings to fly and talk about those subjects that not everybody can talk about. So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously. And I love the fact that you just go there. You just go there with those topics. And I really, really admire that about you so much.
Thank you. I think Cosmos, like having the whole team and the whole network of Cosmos backing me up, has kind of given me more courage to talk about those subjects, because I know I'm not alone, and I know that I have a whole team behind me, and I've never had that before, and it's a wonderful feeling. Like, it gives me courage, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling too. Yeah, it's refreshing, isn't it? That we have each other's backs. It's refreshing. Sometimes the outside world isn't like that.
No.
Yeah, I don't have that much courage, Jamie.
It took me years to get to that point. That's for sure. It took me, like, from the age of 23 to the age I am now, which is in my 40s, believe it or not, to get to that point. Like, it took that long for me to get the courage to get to that point.
I
can support you.
Yeah.
God bless you, darling. And again, you couldn't ask for better. Yeah, again, Diane. Yeah, she's a wonderful person to have her support is fantastic. You know, and again, you couldn't ask for better. So,
and I get, you know, it's sort of like I could say the same too. It's sort of like it took me a really long time to get where I'm at today, and I feel like I've had different lifetimes, you know, and I don't feel bad about that or weird about that. I just think that's how life is, you know. And I'm a big proponent of, as we women get older, we have more to share and more to offer, you know. I'm a big proponent of that. So I applaud that, Jamie. I applaud that, Sandy.
I'm gonna give that a hell yeah.
Yeah.
I continue a lot of courage,
Hell yeah.
and I thank you. I thank you too, Diane, for supporting Jamie, because Jamie and I have been friends for a long time, and you know, that support means so much to her, and I know it does. It's just she's a warrior. She's brave. I'm not that brave. I'll tell you straight up.
I think you're braver than you realize.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah, I think everybody's brave in their own way. Like,
I mean, look what you girls are doing now. I mean, come on. Seriously. Yeah, getting on social media that's potentially, you know, international. Yeah, and doing what you do and giving out your messages
like
and singing and being funny. And I mean, it's amazing. You girls are doing an amazing job.
It's a great network. I don't even think of it like that, because it just started out as friends, you know.
Yeah, but you don't realize what you're giving to all those people out there, you know, that are watching. You know, you're putting smiles on people's faces. You're making people laugh. You're making people happy because you're playing beautiful music. You know, you're talking about things that people dare not talk about. You know, and making some headway doing that. So yeah, everybody here is a very special person in their own way, and what they do is important. And again, I'm just humbled to be in the same room with you.
Oh, thank you, Jelly Cake.
We love you, Jelly Cake.
I think those are beautiful words to close with.
Mad that she missed you.
Oh,
we love you.
That was so sweet.
And love you all.
Oh, we love you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. All directions.
I'll try not to tell everybody you're a ladies' man.
No,
I'll
don't
try
give
to
away
be on
that
my
secret.
best behavior. Right? Come on back for my show. I'll try to be good.
Look at how
next time.
smooth he is.
He's so cool. I can see why Dritta wants to fight.
Girls
with
are too
Diane
funny.
over him.
That was so sweet. Thank you. What a wonder. That was fun. That hour went fast.
Yeah, it did.
It surely does.
We're still live.
Right.
Oh, now
okay,
I got to get out there and get some dinner now.
Yep. Big
At
time.
some point, we're going to do a
gotta let
musical
Jelly Cake
collaboration,
go.
Jelly Cake.
If you want to make it girls' night, okay, I'll tip out. That's up to y'all.
See, that's a real guy. That's a good guy. He's smart. Smart man. Give the ladies some free time.
You just boot me to the green room. I'll get my message.
It's all good, Jelly Cake. You and your purple
All right,
vest.
love you, Jelly Cake. Thank you for coming on.
Just for you, Donna.
Stay strong. We need your support. Keep supporting everyone.
Oh, man, always. I love you all.
Love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, we did run out of time. I'm starting to miss comments here. But I should say goodnight. I'm gonna run a few ads and we're gonna say goodnight. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add before we close it out?
I just think this has been such a fun and beautiful hour.
Yeah.
And Sandy, don't undersell yourself. You are brilliant and sweet, and you do so much. And just want to say that.
Oh, thank you. Don't make me cry, Diane. I don't like to cry.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I really, really, really appreciate it. I really do. I really do.
We love you, Diane. We love you. I love you. You had me at hello. I love you. And please come on. We'll see you again. And
yeah,
we're gonna DM each other about some people that were interested in your album. And
absolutely.
Shout out to Troy Moore on the artwork and
Yes.
and let's go. Follow, like, heart, like.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Star Raven Studios and Cosmos Creative Television presents The Warrior Within, hosted by Jamie Bennett, every first and third Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Cosmos Creative Television, Facebook, and YouTube. The Jam Session goes underground with your host, DJ Jazzy J Love. You can find it every first and third Saturday live at 5 p.m. Eastern on Cosmos Creative Television, Facebook, and YouTube.